LinkedIn, Twitch at the Biz Guy. You probably don't know what fucking Twitch is. I just barely figured out what the fuck Twitch was.
This is Scott in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, we got Scott and Scott. We got my father on the phone here in Albuquerque. He's up there doing some cool shit.
Electrical work.
Yeah, doing some electrical work. So we were just talking about, Dad, we're live. We call this show the Late Night Lounge because it's generally at 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. when I'm messing with it. But you guys, make sure before we start talking tonight and we hang out, make sure you know the telephone number, 866-806-SCOTT, 7268. And you can call or text that number anything you want to, whether you say you're freaking ugly as an idiot or you need help with your sales pipeline, like I'm going to be talking about later with this water software guy, Greg or Gary, whatever his name is. Is it Gary? Greg? Gary. It's Gary. So, Dad, we were talking about, you like to go to work early. You said you wake up at 3 a.m. for a 7 o'clock job. That's your.
Yeah, I wake up at 3 o'clock and I take care of the animals.
Take care of the animals. We don't need to go through your whole freaking schedule. I'm just saying, you think that these people roll out of bed 30 minutes before showtime. It's like, that's not right, is what you're saying. No, it's not right.
It's because I want to be the boss of somebody that woke up.
You want to be the boss of someone. So, yeah, so what we're saying is if you wake up first, then you're the boss?
Well, if you wake up first, you have to jump on everybody else at least for a quarter of the day.
Okay.
Because you already know what's going on and you know who's coming in late.
You already know who's coming in. So you're watching people that come in after you. Have you always been that way?
Excuse me?
You're watching people that come in after you is what you're saying. If you're there first.
Well, if I'm there first, I'm already awake.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm doing. And I take my time to go to do what I'm doing.
Okay.
But then somebody comes in late, they're just anything or nothing.
Right.
So you got all that time is free for you. Everybody else is asleep. So you got all that time for you. Then I go to work an hour early so I can see who comes in and who goes out. You know what I mean? And I'm drinking my coffee, being nonchalant.
Okay, I like
You
it.
know
So,
what I mean?
yeah, you're cool as a cucumber and you're prepared. It's like an inbound thing, you know?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I can usually it's the Spanish people that go to work early.
Okay.
Everybody else
Interesting.
drags their butts
Oh yeah,
later.
so you're dude, workers from Mexico are the hardest working motherfuckers that I've seen in general labor. Like, they are awake when the sun comes up and they will work until sun goes down if it means that they need to create income for their households or families or whatever. We're not going to go too much in that, but I don't care about what anybody says about illegals and stuff. It's
They're
like
gonna do what it takes to make a
that
living.
is a difference. It's not do what they know, it's do what it takes. That's a big distinction that Dusan talks a lot about that in his book. Do what it takes instead of do what it knows.
Hey, if the brick hurts, don't drop it on your fingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Dad, I know that there's a big difference in people who, will just only do what they know. Like, I don't know how to do that, so I stop, right? And then the people you want to hire and the people you want to partner with and stuff is like people who, they may not know that step, but they're gonna fucking do what it takes to go find out the answers to, for next steps,
Well,
or they're at least gonna give you a few options. They'll bring you a few options, say, here's what I found,
there's a difference in that. When you don't know what to do, don't do nothing at all.
Really? Now you think if you don't know what to do, don't do anything. And this is coming from an electrician point of view too, right? I mean,
That keeps you from getting yourself hurt and getting somebody else hurt. Then you find out what's going on.
okay.
Then you can fix it yourself.
Okay, so let's put this into because a lot of people listening are going to be people who they may not know what to do for work tomorrow, but I wouldn't suggest they do nothing. I think find somebody that tells them what to do, or what should they do if they don't know what to do?
Get up and go to work.
Go to work. Okay.
Get up.
Get up.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Wake up earlier.
Don't sleep till noon. Hey, at noon, guess what, guys? At noon, the people who are producing stuff by noon, our day's over. So if you wake up at noon and you expect to get an appointment with somebody, dude, they're already done by 2:00. No one wants meetings after 2:00. I mean, we've been up since the sun up. Shit.
At 2:00, I'm unwinding to go home.
2:00. I think in the summertime here in Phoenix, I think the day's over at 3:00 because I want to start at 6 or 5. I mean, I want to be in the pool, floating around, drinking a Bud Light, and networking with other people at the pool at 3:00. So I'll still do business from 3 to 8, but I want to be in the pool doing it though.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah.
It's where you are and what you're going to do and what you want to do.
Dad, what do you think about your career or your job or whatever it is that you want to do in life? And I'm not saying you, but specifically, but anybody. What do you think about it needing to be aligned closely with their lifestyle? Like, it is you've been doing the same thing for a long time. But you've been doing a lot of side projects too. And it's like, what do you think about your identity being what you do for a living? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's a good thing to me, but it's not good for everybody. But I couldn't spell fireman good.
You're an electrician because electrician is harder to spell than fireman, isn't it?
Because I like to hear things go boom a lot.
Okay. Well, because it's something that and I think the distinction is like you'll learn on your own time sometimes when you find the thing that you should be doing, right? You'll do it on your own time usually. And if you're not doing it on your own time, it's like a job. Well, then you're not going to accelerate in that. You won't excel. Do you think?
Let me put it this way. 99.9% of the people I've known don't like their jobs.
Okay, that's interesting.
They think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, and it's the same green.
Right. Okay.
Just a different job. Because somebody has the mop. I have to do electrical work because I like to do it.
Right, you love it.
What? There's a person in the bathroom that's mopping a toilet out that's just as important because I got to use that thing.
And I hate fucking, we didn't get rid of, but we paused housekeeping for a little bit. And it's like, dude, we got to get her back. I'm not cleaning the toilets out. It sucks, and I'm being lazy, but dang, man, mopping the floors, that takes, hours to do that stuff. So thank God there's somebody that cleans the toilets out, and I've had to do it too. And I'll do it if I have to. I'll play that role if I have to.
The first thing I do when I do an electrical job is go in there and grab a broom and sweep the floor up. I'll make sure it's spotless.
Okay, so you're a clean freak then.
Because if I drop a screw on the floor, I want to be able to see it, pick it up, and use it. But if there's a bunch of trash under your feet and you're too lazy to pick it up, where's that screw at now?
Dad, that is perfect. And I'll tell you why. This group that I'm coaching, these guys are starting out fresh or restarting. It's like the first thing is you need a physical workspace and a virtual workspace that's organized and clean. You can't be doing your sales calls in the closet of your wife's bedroom or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same way with a workspace. So it needs to, everything needs to have a spot, or at least you need a 6-foot area, right? Could you correlate the two like that? Like you need to have, everything needs a spot, I think. That's what I think. Because you don't want shit piled everywhere. I've worked with these guys that have papers all over the freaking place. And it's like,
more spot.
They can't find their password to their email, but they got 23 papers everywhere,
Yeah. It's kind of like that. Then you found it.
Cleanliness is close to godliness, right? I like to say that.
No, leave it cleaner than you found it.
Leave it cleaner. So when you start a job, you make sure you pick up make sure it's freaking clean, and you take control of this work area. You basically say, this is my work area, it's going to stay clean, right? How do you control the cleanliness of it?
I just tell everybody that comes through, I said, you know what? If there's a piece of paper on the floor, pick it up.
So you enforce it by you give them verbal, like, so when a guy walks in, you give them verbal, like, hey, this is clean now, don't touch it. If you see anything, pick it up. Now, what happens when they start making messes everywhere and stuff?
I just tell them, you need to leave.
Oh, you kick them out. Oh, shit.
You're making a mess.
You kind of get the other guys to rally around you too, that you want everybody to have the same morale of keep shit clean though, right?
Go mess up somebody else's area. Don't mess up my area.
That is a good point. Do the other guys get behind you like, yeah, we're trying to keep this shit clean, or they like to be messy too?
Well, you got to think of it like this too. At the end of the day, before the job is done, most people have to clean up the big mess.
Oh, so they have to clean up. It's their job to make sure it's clean too, so they want to keep it clean.
I got to keep working.
Oh, do they notice that and they want to make it cleaner or what?
Well, no, it's just if I'm working
and
I make a mess, I pick it up as I go, I clean as I go, and if there's a mess at the end of the day, I don't have to clean up the mess because there ain't no mess.
Okay.
The mess is already clean.
Okay.
Everything's clean. I get to work extra.
Oh, okay.
I get to do my job the way it's supposed to be done, and it looks better than when I first walked in there.
Okay.
It's a lot cleaner.
Well, so you're saying now, when did you decide that this is the way to do it? Just when you started, because this is taking ownership in your projects, right? You want to keep everything clean. I like it though.
Every job I walk into, if it's already a mess, I'll say, let's clean it out. Let's get it.
I think I got that from you. I like to have a clean slate when I start. That way I can operate and I can see everything.
Yeah. And then you got a good place to work, and you can find your tools. You can find your screws or whatever you drop. And it's cherry. And if the owner comes in, or your boss or whatever comes in, they'll say, this place is cherry. I like it.
Or even if your boss is your wife, or even if your boss is your neighbor that could have a client for you. Let me put it this way. What if your neighbor was walking the dog, and let's say you're a consultant, and your job is to, let's say he knows the guy down at a client, he knows a client for you, and he looks in your yard and he sees shit strewn everywhere, or he looks in your fucking cab of your truck and he sees papers everywhere, and McDonald's Slurpee cups and everything. He's gonna be like, I don't really, and he notices you fucking don't, trim the lawn good and everything. He's gonna say he probably doesn't run his business good either. It's like,
He says, I'm not going to have that guy do nothing for me because I already see what he does.
right.
And he don't have to say a word to you.
He will, you know what? And because we've all done it, we all have our things, and it's like, why add more red flags to the mix when you don't have to? Keep your things organized and clean. If I'll tell you, Dad, top producers, their shit's together. They're, for the most part, at least in their work area, they've got an organization to it because they have to. It's a time management thing. If everything's out of order, how many times do you have to go look for a tool or a resource, whatever it is, or ask somebody a question before, some people don't even know their freaking own company's phone number. They have to ask, what's our phone number again every time? And it's like, okay, how much time is that wasting, right?
You want me to tell you how the cow ate the cabbage?
Yes, I do.
Keep your own fingernails clean and you won't have to clean them again later.
Hey, that's good. I soaked and cleaned mine tonight. Yeah, wear gloves in the first place though, huh?
I did too, but gloves are a bad thing too because your fingernails get even dirtier with gloves on.
Dad, you want me to tell you how the cow ate cabbage now?
What?
Or keep your fingernails clean as well, but also invest a little bit of time to find somebody that's already been there, done that, of whatever it is you're trying to do, right? And try to see how you can add value in their lives, and then try to get some not necessarily shortcuts, but they already did it, as they say in Georgia. They did it. So why don't you go find somebody that's done it? And
I've done that.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Give me some pointers on how to do it.
okay.
That way I can do it just as good,
But
if not better.
But Dad, do you think even better to do a little bit of research and ask them, how can I help you? That way they want to bring you around. Like, you got to have something to offer them. They don't. So I don't want to sit here and waste my time teaching some kid that's not going to do anything for me. He's going to run off and take my shit. But he's like, hey, I want to help you build a secondary vertical in your business. If I can learn from you, we'll start, and I'll run that part of it. I'll say, come on in, dude. You can learn from me, and give me a share of your business you're running. Start up a business, give me a cut of it, and use my methods or whatever, right?
There you go. That's talking.
So if I want to go and get help like that, then I think our social spheres are grouped into three groups. It's mentors, it's colleagues, and it's mentees. It's, in terms of, where we're fitting in at, and you got to have mentors. You got to have people. What's a mentor? Someone that's already been there, done that. And it's not just a mentor of, this is a successful person. No, it's, if you want to run a consulting shop, it's, here's a guy who's run $1 million consulting shop. That's a mentor. It's not, George Bush because he's a cool president and I respect him. No, it's someone who's already been there, done that. I think people aren't spending any time finding those people,
You want me to tell you something that won't piss you off?
Well, yeah, you've done a pretty good job not pissing me off so far tonight.
It's already a fact.
Okay, what?
You've learned more by talking with me than you have talking to yourself.
Why is that? I'm not saying I haven't. I just don't know. Now you're gonna have to sell this one to me. I don't know if that's true or not.
Because I'm outside the bubble and you're inside the bubble.
Mm.
That's why.
Okay, what's the bubble?
The bubble is what you're in, and you can't see the outside of the bubble unless somebody's looking inside the bubble to see you through the bubble.
Yeah, that could be a mentor or a colleague. What's a colleague? Colleague is like someone who's going through the exact same challenges you are, and that way, and they're really going through them, right? So for me, it would be someone who's also starting a new pipeline, basically, for consulting, right? And so I need to find people who have already had a successful agency. That's why I'm on the show right now, and that have done it, but maybe have been dormant a while, kind of like I have. And so that way, they're my colleagues, and we're helping each other. As they're learning something new and they're bulleting out what they learned that day, and then we're sharing it somehow, like a mastermind or something, right?
In other words, don't look at me because I'm an electrician. You know what I mean?
No. That's no.
You know what you,
Well,
you know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing.
that's true. Now,
Different.
but now I can correlate though, because like for example in your your wood projects and stuff that you would sell to customers and stuff and like that, I get a lot of things from you in terms of how you work with people. And so that's part of running an agency is talking and working with other people and negotiating pricing and finding partners that will do specific things. And so I learn a lot from you about your temperament when you're doing business with people and stuff. It makes a difference. And there's just an old school style that folks like you have that works really. It's not old school. It's just honesty, right? And all these new kids are like trying to use this technology stuff. And that's great, but it's like if I can't see eye to eye, and I can pretty much read you right away if we're going to be able to do business or not. And these kids are kind of
It's
hiding.
a learning experience.
Yeah. And so I learned a lot from you of, I want to help my customers. How do I break through to them? And it's meeting them at wherever they're at and genuinely wanting to help them. And you help me out a lot with those type of,
Yeah, it's all a learning experience.
Yeah, it is a learning. And for me, it's a public learning experience a lot of times. That's why, when my business fails sometimes, how goes in life. It's like if a business fails, well, I'm a public practitioner, so you saw it all live. Good for you. Try it again. I'm going to try again, and learn from the past mistakes.
It's like this. I'm a good electrician, but you know what? There's things that I don't know that somebody will have to help me with.
And like you said earlier, sometimes you don't even know the right questions to ask. And so like where I've maybe run a $1 to $10 million business a couple times and helped thousands of others do that, there's somebody that, I can't help a business that's enterprise level that already has C level, like a VP of sales and everything. They've got their shit together at a point but I will help you get to that point. Scale your call centers from 0 to 500 sales reps. I can help with that strategy, but I would have to just get a passion for enterprise to go bigger. And I don't have that. I don't want to work with, Walmart or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, watch me and do what I do, but only do something similar so that you're not doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. I was trying to catch up on like some testimonials and stuff and looking at what I had in my Basecamp account. And it's funny because, well, not everybody has the capacity to pick up on the logic side of like what you teach them though. It's like, here's why I did it, they'll just, which it's okay to copy whatever it is up front. I got copied 50 times. Hell, somebody even copied my fucking exact 2 or 3 people copied the exact thing. And that's great because that means that what I teach works. It's like, go copy it if you want to, but you got to understand the logic behind it. Like a couple of these guys are still running the same system I had like 8 years ago. And it's like, dude, you didn't do anything different. Jeez, come on. But
that is classified as a learning experience.
Well, it's just like in the electrician world or whatever. It's if you don't stay up to date with, let's just say residential electrician, right? It's like if you didn't stay up to date with this, you didn't know that there was Tesla things that people need in their garages or whatever, and so you were just still selling whatever it was. They got these smart panels that you can install now and all this crap.
Yeah, I know. I've had to deal with smart panels, expensive panels, breakers, computerized panels, everything. I know.
Dad, let's talk real quick about the client appointment I have for Friday. It's with the highest possible end. It's a high-end water softener company out of San Antonio, Texas. And this guy builds the most expensive. It's $6,500 for a water softener. But everybody in the community needs a water softener, and they generally have one. And his customers are mostly new movers because they haven't. The builder that already has one because you just buy one and stick with it through your 30-year mortgage. But let me ask you, why would you not buy a $6,500 water softener?
I'm not going to tell you why I wouldn't. It's because of money.
It's a
But
okay, good money. Let's say you had all the money in the world and you had a choice of a $6,500 one and a $3,000 one. Now, the $6,500 one has a lifetime warranty on it and it's commercial grade.
so what? I would go with. Does it give the right pH?
Well, this thing will do everything but suck your big toe. It does everything, okay? And you don't have to use salt in it. It's maintenance, and the team behind it are really good people and stuff. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I'd still $6,500, but he says they sell 3 out of 4 appointments, so it's not a question of that. Is I'm trying to think, what's the offer here that someone would click on to say, I'm interested in a $6,500 water softener. It's
You know what I'd be interested in?
what's that?
How many can you sell? 6,500 or 3,000?
What do you mean?
I could sell more $6,500 ones.
He sells the hell out of them. He sells. Um, it's not a problem with selling it. Just curious I needed some more Friday and ask who his buyer is, but it's like, is it the wife or the husband? Is it the husband because they're paying for commercial grade equipment? You know, who's buying this shit?
It depends on who's using it.
Yeah.
If the woman's using it, she could be thinking about her laundry.
Her hair.
She could be thinking about her hands. She could be thinking about her body or face. Did you know that most men will shower with the water right in their face, and most women will shower to the water facing their back?
Really? Is that true?
No, that's a fact.
Really? Yeah. Why is that?
Women do not like, I don't know. Women do not like water in their face.
I know that. Well, I noticed that women normally shampoo their hair with their face facing away from it, right? And I go face in. I just get it all over with. You know what I mean?
The first thing I wash is my head.
I start with the head down. Yeah, if you guys are listening, what do you start with? The head up or head down? You go with your butt first or your head first?
I go in there with my face first.
Okay.
And then I wash everything down because it's faster and it's easier and it's less soap.
Okay.
But women aren't like that.
I go with my hair first because I think that when it drips down, I figure logically, I'm starting at the top. I do shampoo and then sometimes conditioner. Usually I skip conditioner because I don't know, maybe I'm roughnecking it. But then I go my face because the rag, I don't want to wipe my butt first and then my face, I guess. I don't know.
Go ahead and wipe your butt first and then your face because it's all going to get.
Wipe your butt first anyway? Okay. Yeah, it's true. That's true, I guess. Yeah.
The first thing I learned to wash is my head because that's the first place you get nasty anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
downhill anyhow.
That's something to keep in mind, I guess.
So that when I get to my feet, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
It's all clean anyway.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
It stinks.
Yeah, you're right.
That's from your butt.
Okay, so we're looking at his system here. It looks like 2 huge silver tanks, and it's like a salt-free system. Made in the USA, Texas Water Quality Association member. So I just, I don't see why. I guess that's what I need to listen to is a sales pitch from one of his sales reps so I can hear why. Because I'm kind of in the market for one. Why would I spend $6,500 versus $2,500? I was looking at like $2,500 or $3,000,
Because you're looking at the price of everything. So do I.
Well, I think everybody can sit. Well, I guess people who are sitting in the bank liquid, they don't care if it's $6,500 makes sense.
Yeah, they do.
I know. I'm just teasing. They do, of course. They care more than I do.
How do you think they got that $1 million anyway?
Well, because
it's frugal.
Yeah, here's the distinction. It's how can I make the $6,500 water softener have a return on its investment? That's how they got the $1 million. Okay, so because if it's $6,500 they spend, but it makes the home value $10,000 extra or whatever. Now, can it do that?
Yeah.
Could it add $10,000 in value if they? Because that's how I think you get the man involved. The one and I might be being sexist here, but I'm sorry. I mean, I think the man's going to look at build quality and like read the technical details, generally speaking, right? And then the woman's going to be like, it's going to help my skin better, and I don't care how much about the build quality and stuff. Really, I don't. They're not going to read the manuals, at least in my experience.
The way I think is 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Yeah, it's providing Texas homeowners with premium in-home water treatment systems that are designed to elim. I guess that means. All right, go for it. Go for it. Hey, Dad, if you need to get off the phone, you can get off anytime you want to. So don't let me hold you up. Don't let me hold you up on the phone. You can come and go as you please.
You're not holding me up on the phone.
See, they say it preserves your clothes, it protects your appliances. That's true, and then it get rid of scale buildup, and soften your skin and hair. Okay, well, yeah, I think every water softener does that, though, right? How you can make $500? Thank you, our customers. 500's a lot. Wow, it's a big referral fee there. Yeah, maybe he just needs to find him a good. He said he had, what's the grocery store chain in Texas, the big one that's like a 3-letter acronym, I think, like IBG or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, it's kind of like a Costco's. You know how they set up the demo, the marketing guys in there that'll try to pitch you stuff like Dish Network or cell phone service or whatever. Anyway, he had a booth set up. He had a booth set up in there, and he's paying his girls $20 an hour to go work it. Anyway, the cost per lead ended up being way too much, and they kicked him out after COVID. So he has no real lead source. His guys are just driving around new neighborhoods right now looking for U-Hauls and stuff, and they're self-generating appointments. And I'm like, no, you got to have a system set up for this. Bottled water companies don't produce water; they produce plastic bottles. That's a good point. Dry, scaly skin. Okay. That needs to go. So whoever controls his Facebook, he said the girl that set up their Facebook he doesn't have access to. Well, we need to get this crap off of here. How do we take it off?
Oh, no.
Anyway. Let's find, support, or report. See if there's a contact. I don't think she put the company info on here. Anyway, they said for some reason that they couldn't get in touch with her or something. I think I'll get in touch with her somehow. So this girl says, she wrote a review, and this is Karen in Texas. She says, I saw a Clear Blue ad, and then I contacted Bay. They were helpful in setting up an appointment. Owner personally came out and met with us and explained everything to us and gave us different recommendations from our home. So that's what they're looking for, is recommendations. Did not push the products that were unnecessary. We are very excited to get it installed in the next couple of days. Now, Lonnie says, and they're seeing these reviews on the show right now, I just bought a water softener with Clear Blue, and it has exceeded my expectations like none other. From the great customer service, the guys that came out to install it, the lifetime warranty with this guy, right? The products that are included, and to the unit itself. What products are included? It was worth the money, and I'll never, ever have to buy another water softener. So that's the kicker. It's got a lifetime warranty on it, Dad.
The lifetime warranty is pretty good. Oh, I can't see you no more. Are you still there?
Yeah, I went to grab a drink real quick. I need to bring a fridge out here to the workshop. So the lifetime warranty is a kicker. So how many times do you think you have to replace a water softener if it doesn't have a lifetime warranty? There's the ROI right there.
Lifetime means a lot.
No, but I mean, what if I bought that didn't have it, over the course of your mortgage? So
Hey,
what?
I got a question for you.
What?
It probably has a lifetime warranty, but what happens if the company closes?
Well, that's a fact, but that's okay. We're not worried if the company closes. That's up to him to keep up his deal. Well, he may have an insurance policy that underwrites it or something. I have no idea, but that's a good question. All right, let's see what Betty Salinas said. Good question, Dad. That's something that I would ask too, and that's, I guess, just he's got to be he's been in the business. Betty Selena says, got this system and very satisfied. My water is clear and the installation was done in a few hours. Everyone had been great. And if you have any questions, they respond immediately. Mike and Jose have come out to check the system and service is top notch. Okay, so I'm trying to find something like a distinction here. They're really nice guys. They came and installed my system and explained everything. Okay.
Is that because they bought it?
Yeah, these are buyers. Yeah, these are buyers.
Is that because they?
Yes, yeah.
And it belongs to them?
Yeah, yeah.
Or because if you like somebody, if you like everybody, something is wrong.
Well, they have some negative reviews too, Dad. I can read those too here. There's 2 negatives on here on his BBB, which that's okay. It happens that way sometimes. He owns the domain. It's like the bestwatersoftener.com. Did you know? It's pretty cool, huh? It's like the bestwatersoftener.com is his website. Okay, here's his negative reviews too. Let me not just. He's had 3 complaints in the last 3 years. Excuse me, 3 complaints closed in the last 3 years, and I think it's important that he still has a 5-star and an A+. Okay, but 2 complaints closed in the last 12 months. All right, and let's see what those go on about, because I think one was unanswered here. Now, one thing, we always do a web presence audit before we start paid traffic, and one thing that we had in his audit report was that on the BBB profile, there's 1 complaint that wasn't closed, and secondly, his phone number on there didn't answer during business hours. Thirdly, the link on here goes to Yelp, which he doesn't have set up, so it's sending it to his competitors right now, Dad. Like, it's actually forwarding it to his competitors because he doesn't have it turned on. So, like, when they look up his website, it's forwarding them to his competitor right now.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Because you're breaking up over here.
Oh, well, we found some things in his audit, is all I mean, that we could fix.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's this guy. He says they installed it in this. Okay.
Because you're breaking up.
Okay, let me call. So, guys, his BBB profile it links to my dad will call me back. Don't worry. It links to his Yelp page. Like, if you go here, check this out. We go. We need to fix this right away. Here's the categories. Let's see where the website is. Right here, website address. Click this. It's going to Yelp. Now, reach out to other businesses right here. This business has not enabled messaging on Yelp, but you can still contact other businesses like them. It's literally forwarding traffic to. So this is, some things that we find. We need to sponsor a post on here. Whatever you do on Yelp, I don't know, buy the page or whatever. To take off these other freaking
Hey, now I can see. I can talk so I can hear you.
All right, you're in business again, Dad. Good job. We're in business. We're just looking at his page here, and yeah. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I need to send it now, really. His competitors, because he doesn't have it turned on. So on his Yelp page, I don't know if you need to buy this thing, sponsor it or whatever, but it's sending it to his competitors. Like when you look them up. And then the website is posted to clear.blue doesn't work right now. It's down. Dude, this is definitely, yeah. And that's what's linked to his Better Business Bureau profile. So that's what people are seeing when they Google it. So he's claimed this page. Oy vey. Dad, going back to the work ethic, how do you as someone who, for example, Meredith's going to go into next week, she hasn't worked for herself or done her own schedule in the last 18 years, okay? And so how do you make sure that you're not, as they call it, sawing sawdust and doing busy work all day to just stay busy, but you give yourself the downtime if you need it, but you make impactful You do impactful work, right? How do you make the distinction there?
And
How do you make sure you're not sawing sawdust?
you don't.
You don't make sure of it. I don't see this. You don't make sure of it.
No, I never have.
Well, I think it comes down to you make sure that you're aligned with your purpose. Like for example, if you need to be doing money generating activities the majority of your day, right? What is this bull crap?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Think of it this way: you live. What are you gonna live it for? Something or nothing?
Okay. Dad, you've done a lot of side businesses and stuff like that. You said last night or this morning, I can't remember. One of your favorite ones was mechanic shop. What was some other ones that you've done?
Woodworking, stuff with your hands, anything with your hands. Play
Anything.
music.
Play music?
You
Okay.
know,
Okay. You play
you
music?
like to play music
Well,
in a while, but I keep in tune with the guitar every once in a while. Not for anybody else, but for me.
yeah.
Just for me.
Yeah.
I don't care if somebody's listening to me.
Right. You don't
I
need
don't
an
care if
audience.
somebody hears a bad note. Because I don't care. I do
Okay.
everything for me because that makes me happy.
Okay.
That's like, you can listen to Def Leppard, but if you're playing it yourself, it's different.
Okay. No, it's not. Hang on. What is his website? Yeah, I agree with you. So yeah, I for those of you who don't know, I play the trumpet. I don't know, Dad. It's kind of hard to just go to town playing the trumpet. You know, you got to get a mute in it, and then your lips got to be always trained. It's like if you let it go for a week, it's like the gym. You can't play the high notes or anything.
You know what? You
What?
can play the trumpet.
I sure
I can play guitar.
I know that's right.
There's a difference in that.
There's a difference in a piano player and a drum player. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's a difference in everybody. It's like a banjo. Yeah, it's got strings on it, but did you know it's tuned different than that? And a mandolin is tuned different. Everything has got its own tune.
Well, a piano player like Meredith is an expert at the piano. I don't know if you knew that, but that's two-hand. That's playing the bass and the treble lines at the same time. And it's not brass. Brass, it's got 3 keys on it, and we've got certain octaves that we play, and that's it.
Yeah, I know. It's all different. Everything is different.
Yeah.
I can't play a piano, but I can play guitar.
I don't want to play the piano.
I bet Meredith can't play a guitar, but she can play the piano.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what you want to do. It's what you were designed to do. The harp, they got different colors of strings on them and everything. They're just like a piano, but I guarantee you she can't play a harp.
Well, she probably hadn't tried to play a harp for all I know. I don't know.
No.
I'm missing the website.
It's totally different.
Well, I know it is. But a harp is more similar to a piano than a trumpet is, though,
Well, it's different than a guitar, too.
Well, acoustic guitar is similar to a piano, though. It's not, it's...
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Because they got 6-string guitars. I used to play a 6-string all the time. Then I quit and I started playing a 12-string guitar. Now I can't play a 6-string guitar.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because it don't have that many strings on it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. They say you got to look at a guitar to see it. And I said, well, you got to look at a 12-string to see what you're doing.
Shit. Did you see
But
that?
I know people that don't look at it at all.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do what you're saying.
It's like that. That's why I don't like playing other people's music, because it's, well, they started revamping it to the same music, but it's different. What is it called?
Yeah, covering.
Yeah.
Dad, Dad, you're watching the video feed, but look at this domain. What do you think about this one? I'm not going to say it on the audio. Let's see if you can see it. Hang on. www. Oh, it's reversed, but see if you can see what that is. Hang on.
No, that's cool.
You see it? Scott.live. Whoops, I said it. Scott.live. That's an easy one.
I like it.
Now,
I like
Dad, they want $79.99 for www.scott.live per year. Now, do you think it's worth $80?
I don't know. Is it worth $80 to you?
That's a good question. Now, I like it. Well,
Is it worth $80 to you?
Yeah, probably.
Not to me.
Well, you have the same name as I do, though. Well, you're not really wanting to go live, though, are you?
I really don't care.
Oh, you don't care?
Because I'm not saying nothing dirty.
That's right. We don't talk dirty on here. All right. See if I can print this. I think I got the printer jam out. So first thing we need to do with this guy is set, like, his Google listing doesn't even have a website, so I couldn't even get an appointment if I wanted to. Like, first off, Dad, you got to have something for sale before you can sell it, right?
Pretty much.
And,
you could sell dirt if you want to.
Or, yeah, that's right, ain't it? We know what you're talking about. But my point is, though, if you don't have a way for me to book an appointment, how do I get an appointment booked, So let's fix that first. I'm going to print this out on paper so I can show it to him. I like to print it on paper, Dad.
We're just going to look at it on the paper and see if it works.
Yeah, let's see if it works. That's why I got a laser printer in the garage, because I just like to look at it. And then when I have a meeting with him, I'll say, here's 1, 2, 3.
It could look different to you in your mind, but you see it on paper, it's different.
I like paper.
There too.
But I'm a freaking tree killing mofo. I like everything on paper, though.
Yeah, me too. I like to read.
Yeah.
I don't like to be told.
I think we've got it on the network. Look at this. I'm like an old man now. I printed out the freaking website so I can say, look, perfect. I like to see it.
Yeah, you can see that.
And I can go to the website if I want to while we're here, while we get on the call, but I like to have it in front of me on the meeting so that way so this one needs to have, it says add website right here. It has no website listed. It needs to go to his landing page. So let's improve that. And he doesn't have the right reviews. We need to create a campaign where I call out, not me, but our agency calls out to his customers that have already had it installed. So he's got to have a customer list. And we record their testimonial on the phone. Just say, hey, because my phone, the 800 number can record. Just say, hey, tell me about your experience. Do you mind if I share it on the website or whatever? And we'll just have the audio testimonials. That would be good, I think. Because they don't want to do video, I don't think. They'll do audio.
No, audio's better because nobody wants to be seen.
Right. And I can just cold call them and say, give me, what was your experience? Do you mind if and then I'll wait till after they give it and say, do you mind that I share that recording, And that's what I've done in the past, so.
You know what I've done? I put on that mask that has the whiskers on it. And because people are hiding behind that.
Dad, check this out. He's also got negative reviews on the Google thing. And it's all just about, when you're running all these appointments, persons might be later. These people are crazy. So we just need to contact these people like Charlie Rathberger I'm looking at. Let's print this up. And ask them to remove this because it's taken, like they're showing up first. And it's stupid because it's just like after about a week, we got to reply. Okay, well, what can we need to send you some pizza to get over this? A box of chocolates. Let's get this. Can you take that shit off there? Basically. So that'll be a whole separate. We need to contact those people and figure out how to get them to remove these negative reviews over nothing.
Seen it once, don't need to see it again.
Yeah, I'm going to print this. So we need to get that. There's actually a lot of work to do before we even run paid traffic, but um, that's okay. We're gonna get it all fixed at one time. Let's print that. Um, Dad, have you ever invested money in a business before? Like you had to buy something, you know, not necessarily consulting, but have you ever invested money in a business before?
No.
Why
You know
not?
why? Because I'm frugal.
Well,
I like to keep everything to myself.
that's not true. Now you've invested in a lot of business. You flip stuff all the time,
Yeah.
and
I have.
you're a master electrician, and you invested in that. That's your business. Okay, contact these people and have look. I printed out the stupid reviews. I got that sheet. That's another step. And then what else on this stupid thing? So he's got his better business profile is what's messed up. He's got 5 complaints on there, Dad. So we got to get those removed.
Before you even start, get a paper shredder.
I do. We do have a small one. I need to get a big one. Here, this. No, I keep it in a file, and then I keep the files for like 4 years. That's not what you're supposed to do. That way, if they need to come back, let's say they sue me because I give them bad advice or something, I have a paper trail.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, I need a locking file cabinet because I have papers everywhere.
I used to have a paper trail probably 10 miles long.
I like paper. I got a little file cabinet that's got a lock on it. You saw it, that little tote.
Yeah. And that all the electrical jobs that I've done, I've got little books that I got everything in, and they say, we did this back on this day, and I'll open that little book, and I'll look, we did this, and this.
Exactly. Journals, right?
Yeah. And they go, how do you know that? Because I'm looking at it right now.
Hey, exactly. And not only that, but let's say, guys, what if you need to go open up a checking account for your business? And you know what they need? They need articles of organization. They need your EIN, your W-9 forms. You need 4 things to bring with you. So would you rather try to go screw around for it or pull it out of your filing cabinet in the banking folder, Things like that. Now, let's say I want to do business with you and I need your EIN number. It takes you 3 days to find your EIN number,
Yep. Because I don't give a shit.
So remove that. You don't give a shit. Hell yeah.
Because, you know why? Because everything is gone.
I hear you.
I divorced myself.
Hey, I call it a death in the family. You know what I mean? Like when you should be allowed to reset and refresh anytime you want to and do better as long as you're doing better. Okay, we need to take a screenshot.
I set fire to the fucking house. That's what I did.
That's how it has to happen sometimes. Screenshot this part. So he's got a Yelp profile here that's going the wrong thing. Let's print that. That's just like that. This way, if I need to call his secretary give her a list of things, here's the actual pictures of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Print that, Joker. I know. And then if we need to screen share and pull up each one, I have got a little paper file here, so I'm prepared. Whatever works for you. I'm not saying everyone needs to print out everything. So that Yelp, instead of it going to Yelp, it can go to Yelp, but if we send it to Yelp, they need to beef that profile up. So this needs to go to the landing page too. I think the domain we're going to buy is getclearblue.com, Dad. And we'll put just the booking on that. So when they go there, it's just book an appointment. That way it converts them,
Well, they can read it. Booking.
Yeah, it's like schedule an appointment to get your water treatment, your test. They do an analysis at the house, and then that's when they sell it, kind of like the old vacuum cleaner thing. You know what I mean? Like when they sold the Kirby's or whatever.
Yeah.
So what
I know.
Our job is to spend his ad money on getting booked appointments for the water treatment, and then the salesman comes in and shows them this is why you need it. But it's our job just to send them an appointment.
This is what to play.
She being feisty?
Don't. I'll play with you. Fuck, I ain't gonna get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm too.
Hey, let me ask you something before you go to bed, though. Do you have experience with these spray paint systems? Like, I want to get a spray painter to paint the inside of this garage. I don't know. Should I get a Wagner or go to the paint store and get an expensive one, or what should I do?
You want me to tell you the
Because
truth?
I just want to spray Isn't that the best way to fix this garage? Is spray it all inside? No.
You got an air compressor?
Just a small one for the car. Like I don't have an air compressor with a tank or anything, but I could get one if that. I've seen those systems that have that shit.
I would tell you to go to Harbor Freight.
Okay.
And buy a paint pot and mix it yourself.
What's a paint pot?
It's a quart jug. You dump it in, and then air blows out, and it'll paint anything that you want.
It's called a paint pot?
It's a paint pot.
I don't mind investing money as long as it's like if I can, I want it to, I'll clean it up and everything when I'm done, but I want to do a good job spray. So watching these videos, these guys spraying the inside of the garage, I'm like, that shit goes on nice, I hate
Hey.
What?
A paint pot from Harbor Freight is like you paint a car with.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could go to Harbor Freight and buy one, and they're like $20.
$20, huh?
Yeah, they're cheap. You just got to have air hose, and you got to have a compressor to push the air through.
Okay.
Even the women have found out.
The women?
Those things they spray their face with.
Oh, the airbrush. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I've seen those infomercials.
That's the same thing, but it's blowing less air, but it's taking less paint.
Okay, like a spray brush. Okay.
That's why body men have big ones, little ones, and everything to spray paint cars with. Because it's cheap.
I see.
Because they can lay like 15 layers, one over the other.
Oh.
To get it shinier and shinier.
Got you.
But they have to clean it every time.
Dad, I found a way to put my heart rate up on the show too. That's interesting. Like if I'm taking sales calls or something, I could put my live heart rate up on the screen from my watch.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, huh? But see, you know what I like to tinker with, right? I'm just tinkering.
Yeah.
Let's see if Get Clear Blue is available. We'll just buy this and set it up for him for Friday and say, here you go, buddy. Yep, it is. Let's get it. I'll set up his new thing to say, here, I've already done it for you, here's your invoice or whatever. All right, Dad, are you heading out of here or are you staying for a while?
No, I covered up my head.
Okay. All right, we're going to have sales at Get Clear Blue, and we're going to open up a phone number for him as well. That way I can track the phone calls that come in. If he doesn't like any of this, then we'll just shut it all down. Who cares? At least I'd say, I'm ready for you, I'm ready for you, man. Hang on a second.
You know what I need? A piece of beef jerky.
That sounds good, Dad.
I'm going to get a piece of beef jerky. The dogs will go nuts.
Or we could use the zip code that's on his Facebook. What's the zip code there? We're gonna make him a new phone number and just forward it to his number. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna forward it to his 877 number. He's already got an 877. Trying to see what his local one was. Oh, fax number. Let's see. Where's his phone number at? We don't even list his phone number. Oh, 210. All right, so we're gonna forward it to this number, 210 number. That's his office. So, Dad, you see what we're doing? We're gonna generate a number. It's 210 area code in our agency system here, and then we're gonna put that up on this getclearblue.com, and then it's gonna forward to his office. So we're gonna be the middleman and see all the calls that come in, record them, and everything.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That way we can track everything. We're gonna auto record. We want the caller ID name to be Clear Blue, right? And I'm putting lifetime warranty in the title of everything now because I think that's their distinction, right? We want to tell people ahead of time we are the best and most expensive.
I call that stacking.
Stack it. What's stacking?
Stacking.
What's that?
You stack it up and handle it later.
I like it stacking because I stack onto it. Here, it asks, what's his email? You can invite it. Let's see. Gary Temple is his name, and I'm going to invite his email here. Okay, Gary Temple. He's a cool-looking dude, too, man. He's a cool guy. 210. Gary Temple is his name. I need to add him, so I guess I need an email address. Do I have his email? See, at my onboarding, I need to collect email addresses. I think I did ask him, though. Email. Now I got to find it. See, I could be more organized.
Beef jerky's pretty good.
What kind of jerky you got up there?
Jack plates.
Jack Links?
That's kind of I got this time.
Gotcha.
Because I usually make my own, but I don't have no way to make my own right now.
I know, man. Here, I'm just going to use their Gary Temple Clear.
Because I got a commercial one.
You got a commercial grade, what's it called? You got a commercial grade dehydrator?
Dehydrated.
Yeah, dehydrator.
Yeah. It's all stainless steel.
Okay.
Big and square. And it's
Stainless.
a back feed. It's all computerized.
Oh, okay. So if I search for him, he's got a LinkedIn profile with 6 contacts. He needs to be easy to get in touch with, man. See? Texas Department of Disciplinary Orders. I don't want to read that thing. Crap, that comes up under his name. Where's his email address at online though? I don't see it anywhere. Can't find your email, Gary. Should be listed. Like when you search Scott Smith, it'll find me. Doesn't find. Oh, Clear Blue Insurance Company got spanked. Yeah, I don't know what his freaking email address is. I'm just going to put Gary at Get Clear Blue, our new domain. Boom. Add Gary at getclearblue.com. Okay, add users. Now. Okay, Dad, so his number is 210-940-0440. That's his number, his new number. 210-940. So that's what we want to list on his website and everything. And then all those calls are recorded and we can track them and everything. Okay. The caller ID is up there. We can also forward them to his salespeople, but I want to take these calls right away to start with before I put someone else on it. That way I can make sure, the calls coming in are getting it done, as you say, or what do you call it? Get it done.
Get it done.
This is Get Clear Blue. Okay. That way when I meet with them Friday, I'm like, here's your new website, buddy, If you don't like it, then we'll suck it all up and I'll go pitch again to somebody else. All right, registration, getclear.com, $12. Okay. God, I don't want it to show my credit card.
What show?
We're live on, like, if you go to my Facebook, we're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch. Like, we're on the radio or on the video. I'm showing them. They're watching on my desktop as we do the Get Clear Blue thing. They're listening to you. All right, so we've got the domain getclearblue.com. All right. And now we want to set up an email account for them. Get y'all email. Bada bing, bada boom, 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 boom. Shakalaka.
Yeah, I think the dogs can smell the beef jerky.
Well, they love beef jerky.
Well, I gave them some already.
Yeah.
But I'm chewing on some, but they're smelling it.
Well, beef jerky's good. So now, Dad, the second thing we're going to do is make an email account for them. So to do that, we have to set up a Zoho.com. This is where they're going to get. So now we bought, Dad, getclearblue.com. You understand that part of it? So we own that. Now we're going to make an email server for them so that way they can, say, have Greg at getclearblue.com, Scott at, getclearblue, sales at, you know what I mean, for the email address. Does that make sense? Maybe.
Not to me.
Not to you. Okay. Well. I like hey.com, but it's just the whole thing. All right. It says verify my email. But we're setting up their email server now, Dad. That way they can get email on their .com. We bought getclearblue.com for them. Okay. Let's see. And when I meet up with him Friday, we're just gonna like literally have this all buttoned up for him. He's gonna say, "Whoa, this is all ready? Yeah, let's start traffic now." Holy shit, get it done, right?
Yeah.
What's the thing you say? It's not get it done. What is it? Handle it.
Handle it.
Yes, handle it.
Just handle it.
Handle it.
Handle it.
I just verified this. It didn't work. Yeah, handle it. Well, I think it's good to just show up and say, here's your phone number, right? Here's your freaking business in a box kit, right? Instead of trying to say, well, instead of trying to say, here's what we're going to do, isn't it better just to say, here's what we done did, right?
Yeah, here's your box of rocks.
Oh, hell. Here's your box of rocks, huh? Well, it's basically, here's everything except for you need to give us some money to run the traffic, and we're ready to go. We have the page up to run traffic to it. We have, what?
Yeah.
So, Dad, what's the first luxury item you're going to purchase when you got $1 million for yourself?
What's the what?
What's the first luxury item that you want? You want an airboat, I know.
Yeah, airboat's okay to make some money with.
Yeah, that's a business. But what do you want right now that would be cool? Like a new grill or something? I mean, obviously outside the stuff you need.
No. A good pair of cowboy boots.
Oh, good cowboy boots. That's a good one.
A good pair, not a
good
shit
pair. I hear you. See, the OTP is not working on this. What the fuck? Yeah, a good pair, you say?
Yeah, a good pair with leather bottoms. Because they don't make good ones anymore.
I want a good pair of Justin's, I think. I like Justin's.
No, I want a good pair of handmade cowboy boots.
Oh, handmade. Shit. So that's the shit you know about, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about the hand. I haven't gotten into the handmade stuff. I'm on Cole Haans. You know what Cole Haans is?
And a new pair of good, yeah, a good pair of Spurs.
Spurs? Okay. You want to go down Route 2 booting at the dance hall or what?
I got 2 pairs of Spurs right now.
Well, before we do this, you got 2 pairs of Spurs, you said?
Spurs, yeah.
No way, dude.
I really do. I got some on my cowboy boots and some laid on my floorboard.
Wow.
And they're cherry. 1 pair is all silver.
Really?
And gold. And 1 pair is regular steel.
Silver, gold, and steel?
They're made for shit and get.
To shit and get, okay.
But nobody has Spurs anymore.
Really?
No. Have you ever seen anybody wearing any Spurs?
Nah, it's been a while, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's been a while.
Have you ever heard them clink?
Maybe not. I don't think so. Is it cool or what?
Well, I turned my Spurs upside down so that I don't hurt the animal.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, they clink.
Okay.
When I walk, they clink. But I haven't seen any Spurs in forever. Not even with Cowboys.
Really? I haven't seen people walking around with Spurs. I just assumed that you would use a spur for your horse and stuff. You gotta.
That's what you use them for.
7, 8, 2, 3, 8.
You kick them with the Spurs with your heels. You kick them with your heels, not to hurt them. But the Mexicans, they had sharp ones. They hurt their horses.
Careful about saying the Mexicans now. Come on.
But they would kick them with the Spurs, and they would hurt the animal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I thought that's what they were made for, to spike them.
Well, they are, but there's rounded ones, there's smooth ones, and you could put them on upside down where you don't hurt the animal.
Oh.
You don't have to put liniment on the animal. You don't have to doctor it or nothing.
Okay.
It's to keep them from smashing you.
Okay.
Because if a horse knew how small you were, your horse would kill you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because a horse is a monster. And there's a lot of people killing horses.
Dad, so we've already invested, not to get into story, we've invested $7.88 for the first month of his Google Workspace, and we've invested $12 for his domain. So we're in this now at and his phone number too. That was only $5 a month for the phone number. So we're already in this at 17, 27, 26, 25, $24 basically. That's not a big investment so far, right? We're at $24.
No.
Now he hasn't guaranteed to pay this back. Do you think most people would do this though? I think they should.
You know what? I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right, Dad.
Because I gotta get up
early. You got to get up early, man.
I gotta get up at 3:00.
Yeah, I better let you get off here. It's already midnight over there, man. All right, Dad. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you in the morning. Well, have a good morning, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Okay, I'll talk at you tomorrow night.
All right, good luck. See you later. Love you. Bye. All right, cool. Verify your domain. My dad's crazy. Right? So basically what we're doing, we want to have everything ready for Gary when we meet with him Friday. So we want to have a domain up and everything and just make it so easy to say yes on everything, right? Review the terms. I want to have his logins ready and stuff and just show him instead of you guys that are doing the sales calls without showing anybody anything. You could do much better if you just showed. This is a $30 investment, you know? Let's see. Gary at, whoops. I don't know what this is going to do. Is this trying to log into his or what? Let's get out of there. I don't know what it's saying. Review terms. Do that later. Okay, domain verification. Oh, I think I got to get an email or something. Let's check that. Yeah, if you notice what I was doing on my screen, I was trying, my first choice would be to set up Hey, but let's just do a Gmail account right now. But I want the email to be inside of the domain registrar. Just make it really easy. Google has sold their domain business over to Squarespace, so it looks like they're partnering on the email. Fine, whatever. But the bad thing is trying to sign into my other account. Use another account, and it should be Gary at getclearblue.com. And what we're going to put on getclearblue.com is just a really simple website that will convert to appointments, and we're going to have everything ready for him to buy traffic. And I don't mind doing it all myself right now. It's fun. Let's see. Crap. What's it doing? All right, this is where I'm getting hung up. Let's go to email. So I don't see anything there. Gary's the administrator. Gary at getclearblue. Fine. Let's just log in under my account and see what it does, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I don't have a password. Did it make me one, or let me just make sure it didn't make me one. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Do I really have to do this to set the password, though? That's stupid, right? Let's go ahead and see what it says. Gary Administrator. Why would I have to reset the password already? Email verification. If I'll do this. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. I know I misstepped here somewhere. It's okay. That's all right. Let's close that right there. custom records, I believe. Oops. Alias data, I don't know. It's alias, I don't know what that means. Alias data. That's the destination. Okay. Oh, and google.com. Okay, I see now. Let's see. It's having sent to Google. All right, my bad. All right, we're in business, guys. Let's do. Yeah, now we're in business, baby. Okay, good. That means I have access as a reseller. Perfect. Yeet, yeet. That way I can fix anything I need to, etc. Welcome to the admin console. Yay. Verified. I already did it. Create new users. I don't need to. Okay, Gary. Okay, perfect. And really, Google is the de facto, to be honest. I'm not messing with the hate stuff for new people right now. All right, Google Workspace in your pocket. I didn't securely access all your files, whatever, new two-step. Okay. I like that you can add your own logo, of course. We'll do all that later. Starting menu. Okay. We'll see that later. Okay, our email's up, right? Let's check it. Sheesh. I hear you. Jesus. Jesus Christ. All right. To incognito window. Let's use Gmail. All right. Print this out. I don't need to print that. I'll go back and charge him for that later. It's fine. He can see it. Okay. All right. That's fine. Now. Oh, I need to do email verification, right? Email verified success. Let's try it again. Control. So this is cool with Squarespace. You can, just like Google had, you can add Google users. You can add user access here. Okay. All right, so it's done. Looks good. Okay, now I'm just going to do the rest of this piece. Build your own template. I like that it's got an email locked in. I don't want to look at real estate, no. Remove this. How do I get rid of that? Get off. Back. Yeah. Jeez, I don't want real estate. My lord. Schedule. Why are none of these have above the fold opt-ins? It's crazy. Let's see these. That's cool. View schedule. That might could work. I like view schedule actually. That's a pretty cool way to do it. That ain't gonna work. Man, these suck. I mean, they're cool looking. They're definitely not designed for opt-in though. Let's see if there's anyone running water softener. Okay. None? Oh shit. What would be another one? Let's say plumbing and see if anything. Interesting, there's no offer for water softener though. Whoops. That means it could be a blue ocean market for affiliate marketing. Plumbing, let's see. $60 pay per call. That's interesting. Parish repipes, toilets, faucets, sump pumps, water heaters, tankless, water treatment, leaks, drain cleans, sewer mains. No septic repair, pumping service. That's only a single family residence. No rental. Okay, it's home warranty. Interesting. Anyway, let's go back on. Get a plumbing quote today. Okay. What is that shit? Get a free painting quote. So these are quotes. Oh man. We're leading with the lifetime warranty. Free water analysis. Give us a call if you notice weird taste or smells in your water supply or need maintenance with your current filtration. Okay. Credit on your account. So I'm guessing they're paying monthly for this. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay. That one sucked. This one sucks. Dang, this might be a blue ocean market right here. Look at all these sucking landing pages. Get the latest well water reports by email. That might be an interesting thing to do. Man, we could definitely probably help these people up. Alien analysis? What is this? What is an alien analysis? Come on. Well, I'm trying to book it. Where's it at? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh, here it is. Wow. I mean, I'm surely getting something off of that, but come on. Where's the call number? Culligan. Let's see what Culligan's doing. Everybody knows Culligan, right? C&J, we got it going. Here we go. We got a lab coat up. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Look inside the water. There we go. And they're showing the process. I love it. Schedule a free water consultation. So Culligan's doing it this way. Okay, so interesting. I like these two. Let's do this real quick. I like those two. Oh, yeah, I like those two.